EMUHLEET, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. And obviously, it's your debut with Team Karma. First off, welcome back. How does it feel to be here at the server again?
It feels really good. I mean, it's like riding a bike. We put in the work that was needed and we showed up when we needed to, and I don't know, it feels so good to be back home because I've been playing Counter-Strike for a long time and it's always where my heart's been, and a lot of my teammates feel the same way.
It was a 2-0 against Hyperion. You looked quite comfortable on Ancient, which is pretty cool considering obviously that map was kind of coming into rotation, I think, when you stopped competing. How does it feel kind of adjusting to some of the new maps now that you've been away?
Well, I actually feel like that's one of the reasons why we swapped over to Valorant is because Counter-Strike was just becoming a little bit stale. Like I said, we've been doing it for such a long time. So, we were really excited to come back and play the new maps, actually. And I think a few teams underestimated us and thinking, oh, they're not going to play Nubis and Ancient. But we really like these maps, and I think they were good changes added into Counter Strike. So it's exciting for to be playing something new and different. Although I do wish Train and Dust 2 were there. Yeah, I think it's a good change, and I think it's good timing. We're super excited for Counter Strike 2 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Counter Strike 2 just coming around the corner. Hopefully they add Train back. I hope they leave Dust 2 just kind of to
Hmm.
the side. We've seen players return back in and come into the ESL Impact scene, obviously with Zaz and Giuliano with G2. It took them one season, a little bit to kind of get back up to speed. Do you think this will be a similar thing with Team Karma?
No, I don't think so. I think Europe just has a lot more talent, a lot more teams than NA does. However, when we left CS, there was maybe two, three teams, if that, and now we have, I don't know, 10 to 14. So there is a lot more people that are playing, and I think Impact has a huge reason why we see that. But I think that with our experience in comparison to some of the others, I think we're just gonna be right on board. I'm expecting us to do extremely well in our first season.
And speaking about the roster and the team, could you just kind of give me a little bit of a backstory about how the roster came together?
So, obviously, me and Rain have been teammates for over 9 years
Yeah.
now, and our coach has been with us right from the beginning since 2014. So, us core decided to stick together. Obviously, we did so well, we might as well stick together. And in Valorant, we were playing with Bungie and Ellie, and they both were also from Counter Strike. So, towards the end of Valorant, all of us were kind of like, man, we really want to go back to, where our heart is. So, all of us agreed that we were going to switch over. One of our fifth in Valorant did not come from Counter Strike and did not want to swap, which is fine. So I ended up asking a few people around, hey, do you know anybody that's a free agent? And almost everybody suggested Olia. So I messaged her immediately. We had one tryout, and it's like falling in love. When you know, you know. And we fell in love with Olia, and she fits in with us as if we've known her for over 9 years. So it's a really strong team that we have.
You speak about the chemistry and you speak about the team bond and the atmosphere. How important was it to not only come back into Counter Strike, but to come back into Counter Strike with Rain?
It was very important. I mean, she's literally my sister. My parents have adopted her. Like, she's part of my family. She was a bridesmaid at my wedding. We've been through so much in life together. And this tight bond and chemistry is just unbreakable. And when we hop into the server, I think it reflects really well. We have a super amount of respect for each other. We could criticize each other and take it well because we know at the end of the day we just want to win. And I think that's something that other teams might lack in is that tight chemistry and bond to be able to excel in that area. Rain is my heart and soul, and I couldn't imagine playing without her.
That's honestly just so beautiful. And the last question I have is, well, do you have a message for the other teams competing in North America?
Well, watch out. Team Karma's coming in hot. and we're ready to take home a trophy for NA. Hopefully that's our goal at the end of the day is, it's been a while since NA's won, and that's our goal. We want to take home that trophy and be one of the first in a long time.